Hi, welcome to Trap Souls. I am Ryan. I'm here with my friend Beth.
Hello.
There you go. We're here doing another episode of Pre-Investigation Packet, Part 2, Old Hospital on College Hill. First, we'll get into Beth. What got you into the paranormal real quick?
It's a funny story.
Uh-huh.
It's one that involves your wife. When I was 13, we had a birthday party at my house and we were playing with the Ouija board. And don't do it, it's bad. As we were doing it, we saw a black shadow walk up out of our basement through our kitchen and out the wall to the outside. So,
Was that when you decided maybe I want to look into this a little more?
yeah.
Because my wife went the totally opposite direction.
Oh, yeah, she won't even talk about that anymore.
Yeah, she's like, I want nothing to do with it. Let him be.
Yeah.
Let him be at peace or whatever. And either way is fine, obviously.
I just
Everybody's
want
different.
I want to know what's out there. Like, why are they here? I don't know.
No one will ever know. Everybody has their theories, but no one will ever know. That's the gist of it. You did one investigation with me 10 years ago,
Yeah,
Madison.
Madison.
Have you done anything besides that?
Yeah, we've done Ohio State Reformatory a couple times.
Right, so how was that? Because I have my feelings about that one.
They allow too many people in at one time, so you
Okay.
can't really get a good feel if there's actually anything there because you pick up too much from the other groups. And then we did another one. I don't know what the name of the place was, but it's also near Columbus, like between Columbus and Dayton. It was another jail, and
That's
we did that there.
It might be Licking County. I don't know.
That actually might be it. But yeah, that one was good because it wasn't as many people. It was only
Yeah, I
like
want to get
8
down
of
to
us.
that one sometime. So one day I'll get down there.
Yeah.
So. All right, so we're gonna jump right into old hospital College Hill. So Beth, it's been not begging me, but hinting
Just throwing myself out there
Yeah.
for this.
every now and then when I'm saying I'm doing this investigation, that investigation. She's like, "Oh, that would be cool." So she broke me down, I guess, and I was talking about our big trip coming up, and I said Old Hospital College Hill. She's like, "I'm in." So it should be an interesting place.
It's gonna be terrifying.
It's not gonna be terrifying. It's gonna be creepy a little bit, but I think it'll be fun. I mean, I've never been there. Obviously, Beth has never been there. We see it on some shows. Not many shows do it, but it's getting more popular. So we decided to hit it up on our big trip. We're gonna do Madison, Post Town, then we're hitting Old College on Hospital Hill. I always mix that up. Old Hospital on College Hill. Then Bel Air House, then Ross House. So Ross House, I rented the antique store that's attached to it. Also, 7,500 square feet of antiques.
That's
So Cindy owns the house. Her brother and family own the antique store. So I'm excited about that. I just ran that the other day. And that should be a good time there. But we'll get to that a little later. Another episode. So pre-investigation packet. You're allowed to flip it over now. Sorry, small print. But you can read if you want to stop anytime and say ooh, ah, whatever you want to do.
Sitting on top of a hill looking over the city of Williamson sits an abandoned building known as Old Hospital on College Hill. In 1926, the city's downtown hospital got destroyed by a fire. So in 1928, the city of Williamson built a new state-of-the-art facility on top of what is known as College Hill. The state-of-the-art complex had 50 rooms, stayed open for 60 years until a new hospital was built in 1988 down the street. Since 1988, it has been used for many things such as physician offices and storage. Since the hospital officially closed its doors, there have always been rumors of paranormal activity. Even before the doors were closed, there were stories of the unknown. Bought by a private investor, the hospital opened its doors for public paranormal investigations in 2021, giving the opportunity for people and groups to go in and find out what is lurking in the halls of the hospital. Are the stories true? They are.
We don't know. We're going to find out. That's why we're
I'm
going.
predicting.
Okay. They are real. Sorry.
There are many stories out about the hospital on Old Old Hospital on College Hill. It's a tongue twister. Many believe it's the patients still roaming the buildings. Some believe it's the staff, the doctors, the nurses who cared for thousands of patients that came through those doors when it was operational. Many believe it was both. It's one thing that we do know, like any hospital, not everyone who came in left. Many claims there, but not limited to its cold spots, hearing voices, moans of pain, shadow figures, full body apparitions, and some people have been touched or brushed against when no one else is around. Have you been touched?
No, I never.
Yeah, me either.
Out of like 35, 40 investigations,
Yeah.
I've never been.
One story tells of the spirit of Moses Blackburn. In 1962, he was arguing with his wife outside a downtown restaurant when the police got called to the scene. An argument got heated with the officers and they ended up exchanging gunfire. Moses got shot in the arm and was taken to the hospital, but during the firefight, Moses shot and killed a policeman. While in the hospital, Moses was guarded by 2 sheriff's deputies outside his room. Moses ripped open a screen to his windows, jumped out the 3rd story. As karma has it, the fall didn't kill him. He suffered on the ice for a couple days until he passed away from his injuries.
ICU.
Oh, ICU.
Could be ice.
Probably better if he killed a cop. I don't know. Is the ghost of Moses still roaming the halls of the old hospital? Possibly could the police officer he shot and killed still be looking to get him? Another ghostly story is of a nurse in an old-fashioned nursing uniform. A lot have seen her apparition, but also just had a very calm feeling when she's around. Probably just like she did when she took care of her patients. Is she still taking care of her patients, or is she taking care of us? Old Hospital, being West Virginia, coal mining country, saw accidents from the mines. Broken bones, black lung, respiratory illnesses, burns, and catastrophic injuries. The hospitals are the catch-all. They were the place that life began for some, and the place where life ended for some. See, that's the terrifying part. Because it looks like a hospital, like inside still.
Yeah, so they really haven't changed much in there. I mean, you
No.
still got the bed, you still got, I believe there's a morgue in there somewhere, so.
Yeah. Basement.
I don't know if that's the place that has the more coolers. We'll find out.
I'm trying to remember.
Anyways, so, I mean, this started being investigated 2021, so 4 years ago, not that long. Most of these places take a while to, I guess, spirits warm up to you. Because when you go in there, they're not sure what's going on. You know, people walk through, but they don't ask questions. Now, for the last 4 years, people are asking questions, looking for answers. So it's starting to ramp up, from my understanding. So, you know, Moses, he might be there. We're going to find out. It's one more.
Yeah.
Nurses always interest me. That stick around. You know, Trans-Allegheny has them. Every hospital has them. Lunatic asylums, because that's what they did for a living, is take care of people.
Mm-hmm.
But is it possible they're actually looking out for us too? Because some of their patients might have been mentally ill. I think that's obviously crazy.
Yeah.
Mentally ill. So, you know, they could be looking out for us too, warning us. We'll find out.
Or just trying to comfort people. I
Yeah.
mean, it's what they did for their job. And I mean, if it's not their actual spirit, it's probably just, you know.
The residual energy.
Exactly. Like, it just imprints it because, and I think about hospital, there's so many traumatic things that happen in there and so many happy moments, so that energy has to stay.
Yeah, and I mean, I think, especially nurses back in the day, they cared for their, not saying they don't now, but, you know, they had their patient, they just, that was their whole life, was just taking care of these patients.
Yeah.
So they might be sticking around too still, because they loved it. So.
Yeah.
And, you know, with medicine back in the day, it was a lot of stuff you didn't come back from. So.
No. This was built in 1928. Ooh, right into the Depression.
It's old, and, you know, anytime, coal mining town, a lot of stuff, so.
Tons of stuff. I wonder, like, how close it is to the closest coal mine
We'll look it up.
and if there were any accidents in the mine.
I'm sure there is. I mean, every place we go to has accidents, so
Yeah. But I have to think, like, if a coal mine, like,
yeah.
people are still, like, in some cases, if it's an explosion, it's trapped in there still and
Yeah, we
get
get
that
that.
into hospital.
I mean, we get that at Bel Air a lot.
Yeah.
Bel Air Ross House and Bel Air House. Brushy Mountain in Tennessee. You know, a lot of coal accidents right around there.
Yeah.
So we'll find out. I mean, I'm excited to do this, so everybody knows we're doing solos. I'm doing a solo at Old Hospital 45 minutes before anybody steps foot in there. So I'm going to go in, do my solo, and check it out before anybody else does. So I'm excited about that because I love solos. Then you're the only one that's coming down. I don't have another group coming down with us for this one. Every
Yeah.
other place has someone else, so it's going to be exciting. I'm glad you get to come. Maybe you'll stop bothering me every time I mention something.
Stop it, it's on my bucket list. A bucket list of all the haunted places I want to go.
What is your biggest one?
Besides this one, I really want to go to Penhurst.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is because it's like something you see and
Yeah.
you want to do. And I do the bigger ones, like I've done Mansfield, Trans-Allegheny. If you ever get a chance to go Trans-Allegheny, go there. It's unbelievable.
it's also on the list.
You know, Penhurst, Waverly. Those are all places that are popular because of TV shows.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
But
I don't get really excited about those anymore.
I knew about him before all the TV shows.
I know, but
So it's like, let's go.
I don't really get too excited about those places because they're so commercialized.
Yeah.
And they do jam a lot of people on there. Unless you want to run out by yourself, then it gets pretty expensive. This place only 2021, so it's still
fairly new.
they're fairly new and they don't jam. I rent this out by myself, obviously. I like the places like this and other,
Yeah.
smaller places. I'm doing Bill Manor coming up in 17 days.
Nice.
It should be fun. My brother's going with us.
Can you videotape that?
We are doing Facebook Live. For everybody who doesn't know my brother, I don't know how long that's going to last. We might get kicked off Facebook Live.
No. No, but it's going to be some excellent content.
Yeah, so May 20th, Bill Manor. I'll be going Facebook Live with my brother. He's scared. He's nervous, but he's always wanted to do one. So I invited him. I was going to do a solo by myself there all night. But then I decided, some people told me I was stupid to do that. So I invited my brother. He's a couple hours away. So we're going to do one and get to spend some quality time with my brother because I don't get to see him that much. And hopefully he'll last the whole night. But there'll be a lot of,
Screaming
yeah,
from him.
screaming. It shouldn't be too bad. Bill Manor's not terrible from my understanding. Only like 15 people have been scratched there. Which isn't bad. I think how many people went through there. The percentage is pretty low.
Yeah.
So
It'll be good.
he doesn't know anything about the place. That's the way I usually go in
Yeah, leave it that way. Don't tell him
because I
anything.
don't like to be influenced. I didn't look really anything up on Bill Manor. These I want to do just to get it out there.
I know
Yes.
it because of
They're known.
Destination Fear,
Yeah.
Project Fear. So
They, I mean, I've never been to Post Town, but we did Madison. I've done Madison 11
Yeah.
times now. I've done Bel Air and I've done Ross, so I know the history of everything. I only looked the history up after my first time, usually. So, but I wanted to get it out there because there's a lot of people that they know about these places. And if you have any stories about these places, drop a comment. I like to know, where should we go? Where you had your experiences. And that's about it. I don't really have much more on this.
I'm
Short
excited.
podcast. I love it. Again, thanks for listening to Trap Souls. Follow me on Facebook. Subscribe to YouTube, Trap Souls. And TikTok, Trap Souls. And SS, Nuclear Soul Seekers. on TikTok. We'll be doing live again. Bill Mayer coming up. And all these places will be live. We'll be doing podcast every single place. And in the RV on the way. So it's going to be a lot that you got to edit, but I think it'll be worth it. Stay tuned. Next up will be Post Town Elementary. Thank you.